to Fun Fresh Friday. As you can see, I'm by myself right now because we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. I hope you guys can hear me. So, for those of you that are going to be coming on, I do hope that you hear me and that we are able to do this so that, let me see. I'm just going to try to see if I can hear myself because we were having a little bit of difficulties earlier. Just, I don't know if it is that if you can hear me or not. Oh, yes, you can. Okay, awesome. All right, back to um, our show. All right. So Stefania had stepped out because we were having a little bit technical difficulties. We could hear each other, but then we couldn't hear her. So okay. So welcome to Fun Fresh Friday. um, while we're waiting for Stefania to come on, I just wanted to see. Up there she is. Hopefully that. Oh. You're on mute. There you go.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Finally. Hello, Samantha.
How are you doing?
I'm great now. I can see you on the stage, and I'm like, it's all changed back now. Like the backstage part to actually get in, it's a little different than what it used to be. On
Yes, yeah, yeah, it
so like
is. It is.
navigating
It's
through the
right.
corridor of getting into the
Yeah,
stage.
when I first went on, I was like, what? Yeah, so now I'm getting a little used to it because what I'm doing is I'm doing some uh recording without live. Just
Oh,
record. Yeah. Yeah, just recording. So I'll record myself and then see what it looks like and yeah,
yeah,
and then I look at it and I'll watch it. And
wonderful.
then I delete it.
Did you delete it, or you just keep
Yes.
it record as a
And
to see
no,
how you?
I delete it
Mm,
because I
okay.
download it and then I'll delete it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so welcome to Fun Fresh Fridays, everybody. Yay!
Yay!
We're finally here, and and welcome to everybody that's joining us for the show. For those that are watching live,
Yeah.
hashtag live. For those that are watching us on the replay, hashtag replay.
Replay.
And for those that are trolling, hashtag troll. How does that
Troll.
troll?
Yes. Yes. Trollers.
Yes.
All those
Welcome.
trollers. Welcome.
So, how's your week been, Zanetta?
It's been a bit busy. Trying to catch up with
Mm,
everything. Yeah, it's just a bit busy.
a bit busy.
Yeah.
Busy
How
ain't
about
bad.
yours?
Yeah, I've had a little busy week as well, actually, quite
Mm,
hectic. Um, My daddy's back in hospital, so there's just a lot going on at the moment. Yeah, but he was actually a little bit better last night when we went and saw him, so that's
that's good.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
plus.
always good. Yeah, he's in the right place where he needs to get better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just send positive vibes his way, and yeah, he'll be fine. But he
Yes.
was much better. I know this morning I knew he was a lot better too because he got on his mobile phone and started calling us. When he's not well, he just doesn't do anything. Whereas this morning he's calling everyone like continuously. And then he'll say, "Someone called me. Was that you?" And he'll go through all his people, which is about 3 or 4 people,
Oh,
to say, "Was that you that called? Was that you?" It's so funny.
oh, that's so sweet. Oh,
Yes, he's sweet. He's sweet. But today we have an interesting show. But before we do you have any shout outs to anyone, Zanetta?
I do
Mm.
because come Tuesday, I believe Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday because today's the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th.
Yeah, we had ours yesterday, so
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're having it twice.
right. Yes.
Oh,
And
that's
has everything
funny.
been running smoothly for you
Oh,
today?
yeah. Friday the 13th. My belief of Friday the 13th is that everything is going to go wonderful. Everything is going to be perfect.
Mhm.
And
Ex
it has been. So, but no, I want to shout out to my sister
mm.
because, hold on, um, it is on Monday. It's her birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday,
Yeah. Happy
sister
birthday, Mia Lani. Happy
Milan.
yes, happy birthday.
Day to you. Ooh, happy birthday. Sing her a happy birthday. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Milani. And she usually pops in on the show, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She's a bit under the weather.
Is
So
she?
hopefully she's, in bed relaxing and trying to get better.
Good. We
Yeah.
wish her well and wish her lots of
Yes.
wonderful birthday wishes as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
I have a shout out to
Oh.
my mom.
Oh.
She watches the show, whether she's on live or on the replay, she's always watching it. And I say, hi, Mom. I
Hi,
love you.
Mom. Love you, love you, love you.
Yes, yes. I mean, I tell her all the time, but yeah, I just want to put it out there. How about that?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Good, good, good. So today we
Hmm.
are talking about, what are we talking about?
Fake people.
Hmm. How do we spot a fake person? Or how
Mm,
do we spot fake people? And are they fake?
mm.
Or are they just maybe shy? Or are they, sort of
With
timid
withdrawn,
with,
timid.
mhm.
Yeah. Mm.
Or are they fake? Are they
Let's just face it, they're fake. No. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think it takes, you know, that's why I mentioned on the, intro about being an empath,
Hmm.
as we are, and there's a lot of people out there that are, and for those of you that can relate to this, we have these feelings, these sensory feelings, don't we? We have these, intuition maybe, or the sensitivity,
Hmm.
possibly. Let's call it a sensitivity
Hmm.
to some people that are not genuine,
Hmm.
that are rolling with you because they are, you know, they want something. There's a motive. They're a little on the manipulative side. They have manipulative behaviors.
Mm.
Can come across insincere. Now, how do we know that they're insincere? And that's what we're going to discuss today. The
Hmm.
signs to look out for. And, you know, I believe that our gut, or wherever in our body, I know that mine is like in my gut, my solar plexus, that if I'm feeling something is not right about a person, I get that body feeling
Hmm.
sensation of
Hmm.
my body. And when I follow it, I'm never wrong.
Hmm. Hmm.
When I don't follow it, I'm wrong.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
like I sort of like say, "Oh my god, I should have listened to what I was feeling." And usually
Hmm.
it's some people hear it. I don't know, they interpret it as an audible like voice. Others
Hmm.
feel it in their bodies, others sort of see, they can foresee, they see through the image, or through the person, it becomes very transparent to them, and they can read them like they're
Hmm.
reading.
Right.
So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Hmm.
And how many of us have experienced this, and come across people that are insincere, or people that come across and show us the shiny side of them
Hmm.
to be disappointed down the track. So,
Um, well, yeah. Um, I can name a few. Um, I think when we say fake people, hmm, I want to say that they're. I like what you said. They're ingenuous. So I struggle with it because sometimes I know that people mean well in the beginning,
mhm.
but then their motives come out.
Right.
You know, and just to um, plug your show, you know, when you talked about um, people come into your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime, or a lifetime, should I say? And so some of those fake people fall into that category. You know, some
Mhm,
of them might fall into a reason, and some of them might fall into a season.
mhm,
You know, so you don't know. Of course, they don't fall in there for the lifetime,
mhm,
because fake people cannot be genuine. Because if we're going to talk about fake, we have to talk about genuine, right?
mhm, mhm. Yes.
You know,
And
because
they can't sustain being genuine, being fake, sorry. They can't sustain that fakeness really
right,
because sooner or later it does surface. Well, I
it
believe it
does.
does.
It does. And so when we're talking about, how do you spot a fake? Well, first you have to know what's genuine before you can spot a fake. So, in with the FBI, with the counterfeits, they're trained to look at, what's real first, and
Mm,
and be able to know, you know, um, the little markings and things like that, to be able to spot a fake. It almost looked like it. I
oh,
mean, down to the, lettering down to. So, with the untrained eye, you can have a counterfeit money without even knowing it. So,
right.
someone who is trained to see it, they can spot it right away. Like some people that have those knockoff purses.
Mm. Louis Vuittons.
I can spot them because I own some of them.
Right.
So I can spot it right away. Um, and I've also bought some knockoffs. Eh, I don't use it a lot, but for you to spot a fake, you first must know what a genuine person really is and what they will do and say to you, in times of crisis. You will get to know who your friends are in times of crisis.
Mm. Well, interesting you say that because there's an Italian saying
Hmm.
that goes, "You know your true friends in times of um, illness, death, and jail, and jail as well." Yes, they're the three, and in Italian, obviously, it's very
Oh,
poetic
please.
the way
Oh,
words
say
come
it.
across.
Say it in it. Say it in. Say it. I want
Say
to
it.
hear it.
Si conoscono le vere persone nei momenti di malattia, mortalità e carcerazione.
That sounds so beautiful. Sounds so very poetic. Yeah. No,
Yes,
but
it's
it's
true.
true. It
It
is
is
true. It is true. In a time of crisis, in a time of hardship, in a time of when a person is down, or when they really need someone, or when they're really in trouble.
Mhm.
A friend, a true friend will show up. The true one will show up. um, and in the time of making a decision, a true friend will let you know where they stand.
Yes.
I think you're making a mistake.
Yeah, they will tell you. They
Hmm.
will There's another proverb in Italian too.
Oh,
I love
say it, say it, say it,
the
say
moment.
it.
Um, like, do you want me to say it in Italian first, and then
Yes,
I'll translate
yes.
it? Okay. Una vera amica o amico, so male or female, um, ti dice: "Lavati la faccia che guardi più bello di me." Which means a true friend will say to you, "Wash your face so you'll look more beautiful or more handsome to a man than me."
Wow.
Isn't that deep? Again, in Italian, it sounds like it's a lot more flowing, but the metaphor behind it is,
Yeah,
bring yourself up, get your act together, or like you said, tell you where you're going wrong, because it's for your own good, for your own evolvement, for your own
right,
better,
right.
you know, for your own, benefit, I should
Yeah,
say. So a true friend will tell you the truth, you know.
yes, they will. But there's a caveat to that. There's a
Mm.
caveat to letting the friend know, I don't think that's a good idea. But if the friend goes ahead and goes
Well, that
goes along with that idea, then the
mhm,
friend would say, you know what? I still support you
that's right.
no matter
Yeah.
what.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mm,
Because it's not because of what you decided,
no,
or the friend becomes offended because they
right.
didn't listen to you.
Mm,
you
mm.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's a true friend. A true friend. So the genuine friend will stick beside you, stick with you through thick and thin, no matter what. Um,
correct.
a fake friend will be washed out quickly.
Mm. So just going back to that, Zanetta, so when we say a true friend will say, "Wash your face," like, in other words, not do this, it's not so much, it's like, if a friend knows that they have the tools to help that other person, and they're not sharing it, they're withholding it,
Hmm.
they're not a friend. Do you know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
right.
that's, and that's what I can, honestly say for you, and I'm grateful for that, that you, will tell me how it is, but it's for my own benefit, but
Yeah,
it's not mean, it's, you will literally go out of your way to source something to say, "This is a better way, Stefania." Do you know what I'm
right.
saying? So this is
Yeah.
where I mean, true friend will not withhold information that that other person
Hmm.
can't see,
Hmm.
whereas your friend can foresee because they're out of the picture. They can, or they've experienced something and they know it's worked. So
Right.
a true friend will say, "Well, this is what I tried. You may want to try this because it really worked for me."
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Um, oh,
Who do we have?
amiga, my friend,
Love.
they will support you all the way because they love you from the bottom of their heart. Yeah, they do care always.
Yes.
No matter what, even near or far. Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
And even when you haven't met them in person.
Even if we have not met them in person, because we've never met in person, right? That is
Nope.
so strange. That is so strange. But you know,
Nope.
um,
It's
yeah.
happened.
So a friend, because we're talking about how do you spot a fake? How do you spot a disingenuine um, person? Because it's not a friend, because friends will stick by you. How do you spot one? So like what you said in the beginning, it's that gut feeling. Um, you can hear it. You can hear what there's. I'm so trained, I guess, because being an investigator,
Mm.
I listen to what's not being said. So yeah, you can say a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm listening to what you're really not saying. Because a true friend would tell you, look, you don't look good. So, but someone who is disingenuous, you'll say, oh, I look haggard. Oh, you're fine. It's okay. They'll tell you these fluffy things. But a true friend will like, yeah, you do look haggard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've
Change
seen.
that color does nothing for you. You need to
Yeah, you do look haggard, but you still need to continue on to do what you need to do. Forget about
right.
how you look, but just do what you do because they're not here to see how you look. They're here to listen to you,
Mhm.
or, be in your presence, kind of thing. So they would agree with you. Yeah, yeah, you do. I took my makeup off because I look like, I was like, oh my God. So I took it off.
Oh, you look fine. You
Thank
look
you.
wonderful.
Well, I took
I
it off.
I like your hair like that today. You've had
Oh,
it colored.
yes.
Did you have your color done?
No, I had
No?
it straightened. I
Oh, you just had
washed it. No, I'm
makes a
playing.
difference.
No, so what I did was I actually covered it properly this time. Usually I
Oh,
just like brush, 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 but I covered the grays properly this time.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like
So, but I just
yourself.
straightened it.
Did you do it
Yeah.
yourself?
Hmm.
Did you do it yourself?
Yes, myself. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. It's just temporary. It's a temporary fix. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the fake people,
Yes.
like fake color.
Yeah. But you have that feeling. You have
Mm,
that gut feeling, and it seems like you can hear their thoughts. Don't you
mm.
sometimes feel that way? That you can hear their thoughts opposite of what they're saying, but you can hear something else, like you're feeling it.
Yeah, and I think too, don't forget the body language.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the body language will also indicate whether they are looking at you, straight in the eyes, whether they're looking away, whether they're fidgeting. There's a body language that can be read as well. That is
So
insecure.
I've learned to actually look at the person,
Mhm.
um, because I know an individual who will look like they're looking at, I almost said the gender, will look like they're looking at you
Right.
when in actuality they're looking past you. You
So that's
ever you ever seen anyone like that? They're
yes,
looking you in the eye, but they're
yes,
not really looking at you. They're
yeah,
looking past you.
correct. And if you're trained to know how to look at for that too, you'll also
See? Yeah. So you have to be trained to to know the real,
mhm,
when somebody's looking at you, even though
mm,
their eyes are fixated at you, you can
mhm,
tell if they're looking at you for real or they're looking past you. I don't know
right.
how to explain it. I think that's just how I can explain it. They're looking past you because I've seen that with this individual all the time,
Really.
all the time. And I could just tell, like, okay, you're not paying attention to what I'm saying. You're just looking at me just to say that, oh, I'm paying attention. Okay, what did I say? And they would pick up certain words. Well, you just said this, and that, that, that. Okay, so, and your answer?
Right.
It was a
Definitely.
question. So
Right.
where's your answer? So yeah, they weren't really paying attention. They were just looking with something else on their mind.
Yes. Now, I think there are two type of people that can pick things up like that. One, like you said, a trained person, someone who's
Mhm.
been trained to be able to listen, like you said, the things that aren't said, listen for the signs where, they're looking, even if they're looking at you, they're looking through you rather. And then you have the other person, which is the empath, I think, that's not trained, formally trained, but has this inner gut feeling, this intuitive, sensitive knowing that you sense it, you feel it, you can even see it on a spiritual
Mhm.
level that
Mhm.
person is not connected, or is
Mhm.
not looking, is looking straight through you, is not actually, you know, in in the flow state with your energy. So I think, they're things that I think we can, you know, look out for and tap into your own body. Tap into your own body, because your body will tell you. Your body tells you everything. It gives you all the messages.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, with the empath, because I'm both, I'm trained and empath. Um, Sometimes with being an empath, you're picking up on the emotional state of the individual. So it could be, sometimes it could be wrong, because sometimes an individual might be experiencing something, that um, they're caught up in, or they're upset about, and they don't know how to, you know, um, they don't know how to switch gears quickly. So, like what I said, growing up with brothers, me, I can flip a switch really quick. I can be mad 1 minute, and then the next second I'm like, okay, what are we gonna do? Switch really quick, because it it's it was just ingrained, ingrained, with how men are. They just switch gears right away, and it's like, so sometimes other people don't know how to switch gears right away. So the
Mhm.
empath might be picking up on something, not necessarily the person, not necessarily you, but it's because of somebody else, not necessarily you. So you're becoming the dumping ground because of somebody else.
Mm.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. Have you ever had a friend that said, "I am so sorry, I just lashed out, or I just blew you off. I am so sorry. I was having a difficult time. I just didn't know how to." So, and then they don't come to you until like a week later. And you're like, that mofo, that's, you start giving him names. And then it was just because of that. So sometimes, with being an empath, we need to be careful just a little bit, just to see what's, can we pick up, is it really you, or is it somebody else that's
Mm.
making them act that way?
Mm.
So, and when you pick that up, then oh, it's not me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ignore you, because you're not gonna get a benefit of, because you're wanting drama. I'm not gonna give it to you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Definitely, that can happen. So what what other signs would you say, Zanetta, that you can pick up that they're
For those that are fake,
mm,
um, their motive. You can tell right away,
mhm,
immediately, motive, by just their, um, how they think, how they, um, process whatever it is. Let's say, okay, so you and I, we've never met before in person. And so I have always wanted to go to Australia. So
mm,
now, I have a friend in Australia.
mm,
And oh, here's a good one. I have a speaking engagement in Australia, but I don't have enough money for a hotel.
Mm.
So what I'm going to do, Stefania, guess what? I'm coming to Australia to have a speaking engagement. Would it be possible for me to say, I would love to meet you face to face and oh my God, just be in person. But I have a motive because I couldn't afford
Right.
just for me to have a speaking engagement. So I can say I've been in Australia. And so you, of course, your loving heart would say, of course, Bella. So I come there and all of this and every conversation is not about you, but it's about me.
Mm.
Everything. Oh, when are you going to take me?
To blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
when are we going to
Yes.
blah, blah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be a we in there just to make it sound good.
Yeah, make it sound good. Yeah. So the the motive always comes out. It always comes out in our speech, always.
Always, definitely, which was what I was that was one of the points that I had written down, is that these people, the one of the signs is they're generally full of themselves.
Hmm.
The expression of, inauthentic people like to show off.
Yeah, here's another telltale sign that
Mm,
that people are fake. So you tell me about, oh, Zanetta, I got this, speaking engagement, and it was just wonderful. Oh yeah, me too.
mm,
You see how if I was a true friend, oh my God, Stefania, that is wonderful. So when are you going to speak? When I would like to know because I want to see it. I want to be able to support you. I want to be able pushing up.
yes,
But
yes,
when someone who is disingenuous or a fake friend, you're trying to show this good news, and they're trying to dim your light to
they pop up.
yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely. That's a and it's definitely a sign. It's definitely something that shouldn't be overlooked, right?
Right.
Because, they're quick to cutting you off. They're quick to drawing the conversation back onto themselves.
Hmm. Yeah. So it goes back again to motive. What is the, like what you said, they're full of themselves. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very, very full of themselves. And so, you know, it's, sometimes it's hurtful when you don't see it coming.
oh, yeah, because you're just well, this is why, I believe, because you don't do it, so you just don't expect anyone else would to be like that with you.
Right.
Well, that's how I feel, because I just, if anyone's doing really well, or if I can help them, I will, extend a helping hand, which I've also had to realize about that.
Hmm.
Um, stop, stop, giving help when help is not needed, type of thing.
Yeah. And the hardest part about, um, because it's harder to be a fake friend than it is to be a genuine friend.
Absolutely.
It is. It is
because
hard.
because let's hear this. Why?
Oh, you want me to tell you why? Okay. So it's hard for me because I would I would some and can attest to this. Jeff knows. Um, I would sit there and would not speak at all. I will have a little conversation, but I can't get into the Oh, I can't do that. I can't do the fake laugh, the fake, me being interested. I can't fake it. I can't. So it's hard for me to be in front of a person or trying to have this connection when I don't want the connection.
Mm.
You know, if I see you at the grocery store, that doesn't mean stop by and we go and chit chat. No. Yeah. I, I, I got to,
Gotta go.
yeah, because I don't have that energy to be fake. I don't want you to think that I'm gonna be buddies with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I can't do it. I can't. It's hard. Now, with someone who I really wanna, that I have that feeling of connectivity right away, that connection right away, that it seems like we've known each other for a long time when we just met.
Yes, that infinity.
Yeah, then it becomes easy, you know, like, hey, how what are you doing today? Listen, I have to run, but can we get together in, after this and or after that? Yeah. So that's genuineness. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
true. You have to work harder because it's not in your nature to
no,
be that fake, right? Actually, you don't even know how to fake it because you're just so genuine all the time, that to actually fake it is it doesn't feel right in your body. You're not
yeah,
feeling you're in your authentic self. You're not congruent to what you believe in.
right.
And, and yeah, and I've definitely felt that. It's like when someone asks you to do something and it's not congruent to what your beliefs are or values are. And have you ever tried to do it just to please someone? It never works, whatever it
Mm,
is that you're trying to do. So I think you just have to be honest and say, look, this is not what I believe in or not what is it's not
yeah, I just
authentic
tell them no.
or yeah,
I just
without
tell them no.
just justifying yourself. Um, yeah, definitely. I like that. I think sometimes I can get caught up with having to justify myself, and there's no reason to justify yourself, right?
No, no, no. So I was listening to Matthew McConaughey. Um, I like him as an actor, but I like him better as a speaker.
Mm.
Are you familiar with Matthew McConaughey? Okay,
No.
so Matthew McConaughey here is he's very famous in the rom-com, which is a romantic comedy.
Mhm.
Um, and
Series.
he's had other movies that were really Oscar worthy, and he's won. Um, he's a really good actor,
Mhm.
but he's better at it
Speaking.
as a speaker. Yes, as a motivator. Um, he said one thing that really kind of, I'm like, whoa. He said his book, I listened to his book also, as well. I bought his book. It's called Green Light. And I didn't
Mm.
understand what it meant first, green light. Green light to him was that we're surrounded with green lights. In other words, things that we should go
For
and do, go forward, because
Mhm.
green means go.
Right.
But you have to look for the red lights as well.
Mm.
So when you see the red light, that doesn't mean you need to go. So with being genuine, you have to be so in tune with you. And this is what he said. He said, listen, the only person that you need to get along with really well is yourself.
Mm. Wise
He said,
words.
if you can't stand being in the presence of when you're alone, the
Mm.
company that you keep when you're alone, then you need to work on it. He said, don't run from it. Don't get busy just to get busy because you're so afraid as to what's going to come up. Be true and honest about yourself. So have that conversation. He said, you're having all these conversations. He said, what you need to do is you need to answer.
You need to answer.
You need to answer. You need to answer you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So I was like, whoa. And he said it in such a, I mean, he said it way better than I did. The way he said it, it was so profound. I was like, oh, dang, dang. Yeah. So it was really, really good. And if you are fake with you, you're gonna be fake with a whole bunch of people. So you
Mm,
cannot give what you don't have. You can only give what you have.
yes.
So if you have kindness, then you will be able to give kindness. If you have a big heart, then you will be able to give a big heart. If you're forgiving, then you will give forgiveness. If the list goes on and on and on.
Mm,
So what you have in you, that's the only thing that you can give. You can't give something that you don't have. So if
right.
you don't have a fake bone in your body, you can't give fake.
Right. Right. Right.
You just can't.
But
And
what
if
about those, sorry?
mhm, go ahead.
I was going to say, what about those that have mastered, you know, the
Mhm.
the personality of being fake, and they just, that to them is normal. So they're just living in their own little bubble. That's how I see it. So
Mm-mm.
they think they can get away with it because they believe
Mm.
that they're good at it.
No. If um, you know, eh, okay, I'm gonna say this, and this is just my belief, but here, no matter how much of a master of a fake you are on the outside, you you know that um, you're using people, you're manipulating people, you're lying about people. Do you think that you sleep well?
Mm,
Do you think that that turmoil, that poison that you're giving out, isn't poison on the inside? Oh,
mm,
trust and believe. Nothing that is hidden will not come to it will eventually come to surface, no matter
yes.
what. No
Mm,
matter what, it will come to surface. It might shock some of us because we might have believed them. Sometimes are being naive because we haven't been exposed to a whole bunch of stuff, which is not bad. It's just that we haven't had experience, with fake people. We haven't experienced manipulative people. We haven't experienced, God bless you if you haven't. you know, that's why kids are very vulnerable because they haven't experienced that yet. That's why
right.
a baby can go to, a toddler can run to somebody's arms without even batting an eye, or, having a kid come up. So because I haven't experienced, unless it's taught early or it's in the home,
Mhm.
then and only then will you be able to have that. Yeah. So yeah, they can be called masters. They're not masters. Not
Mhm.
every um So there's this show that I watch. It's called Can You Fool Penn and Teller? So I don't know if you're familiar with Penn and Teller, but Penn and Teller are magicians. They have a Las Vegas, they're very good. They're very good magicians. And then there's these magicians that come on stage and try to see if they can fool Penn and Teller as to how they did their magic.
Oh,
And it's very rare that they get fooled. So the audience or me watching this, I'm like, ooh, how would they know that? I would like to see if they got fooled. No, they would write it down, and then the magician would be like, so
right,
you can fool some people some of the time,
right.
but you can't fool everyone all the time.
Yes, sooner or later it surfaces.
Yeah,
Yes. Usually these type of people have a high turnover of friends
they do, because
or
because you know
associates.
they do. They well, maybe. I don't know. I don't have many. Um, I'm gonna say this, okay? I don't have many fake friends, but I do have friends that fake it, not in my presence,
Mm,
not with me.
right, because
Yeah,
they know they
yeah.
know that you
So,
read them.
um, well, not necessarily that I can read them, but because, well, you know me, I'll tell you in a minute, how I really feel and what I really, think. And one of my friends said, "Did you just kick me off the pink couch?" I did. I sure
Mm,
did. Get off. We're not gonna play pity party here. Get off. Yeah,
mm,
because um, y- you know, there's just certain things that I will tolerate, certain things that I won't, certain things that I will have empathy, certain things that I won't, certain things that I will have compassion, and certain things that I won't. So there's a threshold,
right,
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you wallow a little bit. I'll let you have your pity party.
right.
Make sure it's a good party.
Last one you're having around me. Right?
Because the next time we talk, it ain't gonna be no party. Yeah, it's gonna be taking off the mask. No, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. So you won't be in this position again. So you won't have to come over here on the pink couch. It's okay if you want to come on the pink couch and just, chit chat a little bit, but you ain't going to use that as a bed. Get
Mm,
up, get out. Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, do I? Hmm, some people call me harsh. Some people call me, what is it? What is it? What's gosh, what is that word?
bitch. Sorry, I just had to say it because it was like,
Many times. I've been called that many times. um, uh, brutally honest. That's what it was. Brutally
yeah,
honest. Zanetta,
that's that
you're
one.
just brutally honest. I said, what's so brutal about honesty?
Mm. Well, it's brutal to them because they can't handle the truth, right?
It's not handling the truth, is that they know the truth, but they didn't want to hear it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that's how it becomes brutal. they already know it.
Mm.
So whoever coined that phrase, "Oh, you're brutally honest," no. How can honesty, real honesty, not
Be
the the tearing you down kind of thing, but the real honesty? What's so brutal about it? There should be nothing brutal about being honest.
mm. And I think too, being the fact that they call it brutally honest is because in their mind they thought they wouldn't be caught
There you go.
being fake. So it's brutal, like you said, to them. It's an awakening, or it's a like, oh, geez, and it's brutal to them. The honesty
Hmm.
part is brutal. It's just the fact that they've been
How they
caught.
received it.
Yes, was
Yeah.
brutal on their.
Yeah, it's how they received it. It's how they took it. They took an
Mm.
offense to the
So,
truth.
so let's talk a little bit about like relationships.
Hmm.
Like more intimate relationships. Well, there's a lot of couples out there that are sort of in marriages and they're faking it.
Faking it.
Can we siphon through them and see whether they're
Yeah, there's
you?
a lot of fake going on in my previous marriage. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
a lot of fakeness, a lot of covering up,
mhm,
because we had to keep this image,
mm.
and yeah, it's exhausting,
It is
very
exhausting.
exhausting, and so like what and I'm going to say it again, like what Matthew McConaughey said, you have to be true to yourself. You have to get along with this one, because you came in this world by yourself, you're going to leave this world by yourself, so you might as well get used to it. And the only person that you can't get rid of is yourself. You can get rid of everybody else but yourself. You can't.
Yes.
You can't unless you die. That's the only time you'll get rid of yourself. um so you have to be honest with
Mm,
yourself. And yeah, there was a lot of voices, somebody else's voice, not mine. I was listening to somebody else. Well, the Bible says, well, God hates divorce. Okay, so God hates divorce, but no liar would go to heaven.
it's contradicting, isn't it?
Well, no, he only hates divorce. Didn't say nothing about a divorcee not making it to heaven.
Oh, that's
That's my thought process. Okay. Yeah.
right.
Well, God is a forgiving God, so he gonna forgive me.
Yeah.
you know. So
See how a lot of these man-made rules, because
yeah,
really there's a lot to be said about, not like I'm Bible bashing. I mean, there's lots of great verses and everything is from the
uh,
Bible. There's a lot of
it's
truth,
the interpretation.
yeah, the interpretation of
Yeah,
the Bible.
yeah.
And
Because it's
like,
man interpreting it. That's what it is. It's man interpreting it.
mm, and like you said, you could be in a marriage that is not real in the sense that it's fake. People are
Yeah,
staying in it because of the children, or they're staying in it because of the money, or they're staying in it because of the image. There's this image they have to show up for people a certain way, and yeah, and sooner or later it'll wear thin on them. They
it
can't
will.
maintain that level of inauthenticity
No,
to themselves
right,
primarily.
right.
It will.
Even even in like what you said, in relationships, even in dating. You're
Mhm.
dating for a long time. What would make somebody else, you know, step out? Well, because the love is fake.
Yeah,
Plain and
and
simple, right?
yes, it's true. And when that happens, the one that is living with their head buried in the sand will get all upset. But I always say the person that's taken the stand and, done something about it and said the truth, which has happened to me, in relationships. I've I've spoken my truth and it's not been received well, but in actual fact, I've done them a favor
Hmm.
by freeing, I mean, not only myself, but freeing them as well
Hmm.
to, you know, be authentic and real to themselves.
Yeah, yeah, and not only that, when you give out your truth, however it's received, it's on them.
Mm,
You
mhm,
know,
mhm,
you don't need feedback on truth.
mm. Well, that's the thing. People that are fake are unable to express their emotions freely or
Oh,
genuinely.
some of them are really good at, faking the "I'm so sorry," crying. I mean, with tears. Um,
Right.
Gosh,
But is
there's
it
just.
real? And that's where it comes to knowing whether they're
Oh,
real tears or crocodile tears.
have you ever seen a man cry?
Yes.
Does it move you?
Well, it depends on what he's cried about. If he's cried about something that something that's been very vulnerable about, maybe, I don't know, for example, someone who's passed in their life or something like that, that's really been genuine in telling the story, and he's he's not cried like that. There's been emotions of tears and holding back and, trying to keep it together, that where it's been really genuine. I know it was. But there's also been men that have cried that I know it's not genuine, and it's been because, um, we're broken up and he's not wanted me to, because then they can't withhold that for too long, because that crying that they're faking will soon turn into anger very quickly,
Mm.
aggression, and that's how you know that they're not real tears, because if they're really sad.
Yeah, but if that anger didn't come after, but in the
Mm,
beginning it was believable,
yeah, it
with
can.
the yeah, in the beginning it's believable because oh my gosh, you're really sorry. Oh my gosh, you and then here comes anger. What? Wait.
Exactly, exactly.
Or you know, oh, you're really sorry and you really want this to work, and then next thing you know, as if nothing ever happened. What? Didn't you just wait a minute. Oh no, that's not what happened. This is what
Mm,
happened. What?
mhm.
Oh, yeah. No. So you don't get to know that the cry is genuine until after. After whatever the next, because they can't fake it. They can't contain it, and that's what it is. Fake people just can't continue to be fake. Mm. They will show themselves. You don't have to sniff them out.
Now, that's the other thing too. A fake person, which what I've experienced, will try every tactic and they'll soon run out of tactics, right? And what happens is you can see straight through them, and they know, a real fake will know when they're being caught too.
Oh yeah, they hightail it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
run for the
they
hills.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many men, um, rich men, that have been bamboozled by women.
Mm,
I mean, that's why our TV show, Dateline. We have this TV show called Dateline,
uh-huh.
and it's news. It's news, um, where this man was found dead, or this woman was a serial, she would, um,
Man killer.
not man killer, but she would um, and get a lot of money from this guy, and then divorce him, and then go to another guy and get another a whole bunch of other money, and she would this person would, I mean, suck them dry.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then there are some that do kill.
Mhm.
All of a sudden this man is dead, and then the next husband is dead, then the next husband is dead, so but eventually they get caught. They do.
Yeah.
And then there's these men as well that, get these women who are, you know, um, I mean, they get, I don't know. I don't know who these people are.
A bus It's a business.
Yeah. I
It's a
think
lucrative
that's,
for them.
I think that's why, um, whatever you value the most is what's going to, hmm, I want to say it shows who your character really is, whatever you value the most. Um,
Mhm.
to me, money is, you can't impress me with money.
Mm. Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah, you can't. You can throw a lot of money. I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah. Because at a young age, I saw what it did. I saw what money did. I saw what making a lot of money did. I saw what not having a lot of money did. So my value with money, I'm glad it's here, but I'm not motivated by money.
Mm.
Money doesn't motivate me. Yeah. Things don't motivate me. Like jewelry, cars, things like that doesn't motivate me because I've seen it and I've experienced it, and I don't like what the result was. So that's why, you know, oh, look at this engagement ring. This is what he bought me. You could have got me a ring pop. I would have had more satisfaction sucking that candy than I would this diamond. So uh, what is this diamond doing? Absolutely nothing.
Yes. I guess it's just symbolic, really. It's just a
Yeah.
symbol. But yeah, you're right. It some people, aspire to that. If and I see it too in relationships with some women. If the man doesn't have the money or doesn't have, the wallet or the good body and everything, he doesn't even get a look in. But mainly it's the wallet, and that's why these men are just, jumping hurdles and killing themselves.
Mm.
They and then feel inadequate and not good enough because in their minds, that's what they think, because it boils down to what you said earlier, is knowing thyself, knowing who you are, knowing your values, and you can come to the party without anything and still be loved
Yeah.
by that right person that will love you for who you are, not for what you have.
Yeah. I remember, I didn't know Jeff's position. I didn't know, financially. I didn't know. I didn't know, didn't care. Um, and so he said, well, um, when we do get married, we might just have to live in a refrigerator box, the carton box that the refrigerator came in.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh my gosh, that would be lovely. And then, with the washer and dryer boxes, we'll have that as our garage. And I can decorate. So that's letting him know, oh yeah, I can sleep in, a cardboard box.
Right, exactly.
Don't care about a cardboard box. All I care about is that you're with me in that cardboard box. that yeah, that's I didn't care. I wasn't like, what? We're gonna be in a cardboard box? What do you mean we're gonna be in a cardboard box? What do you mean we're gonna live in? No, nope, not not where my mind goes. Because I guess because of experiences,
Mm,
I value friendship. I value relationship way more than anything else.
yeah, likewise. Likewise, and I think that's you when you do that, you will be attracting the same sort of people in your life. I believe that strongly. If you're that's what your values are, if that's what you're drawn to, you're manifesting it because that's where your thoughts are. So you're going to automatically draw those people into your life. And anyone else that isn't like that doesn't really last long in your life. I've learned
No,
that.
no. But I had to transition here, where I'm at today. I had to transition because, gosh, 7 years ago, I was attracting losers.
Mm,
Yeah, I was attracting losers um, because I wasn't fully where I am today.
right.
You know,
You
so
have to work on
so
yourself.
yeah, so now that I'm here, you know, um, fake people immediately poof, they're gone.
Right. It's interesting you say that too, because I put a post up on my TikTok wall profile
Wait,
last
wait,
week.
wait, wait, wait. You have a TikTok?
I do. You didn't know I have a TikTok?
No.
I do. The Gentleman's Square TikTok.
Well, let me
I
follow you.
actually
I do have a profile on TikTok, but I don't use it.
oh, okay. And that's fun. So I put something up very controversial to men. So if I can and I that got the most views and the most comments. It was like, I'm gonna do something just out of the box. So,
What did you
but that
say?
but they didn't get what I was saying, you see, but that's what it stirred something up inside them. So you'll go and see, it's my last one. So I spoke about trust and how, if you wanna be able to trust someone and have someone trustworthy in your life, you're really going to have to show them trust. You're going to have to trust them. I said, because when you trust someone, you're telling them, "I trust you enough with this," or "I
Mhm.
trust you enough with my life," or "I trust you enough." You see, and there's a psychology behind it because when you are saying that, that person is going to reflect on that and say, "They're trusting me just like that." And sooner or later, their consciousness is gonna get the better of them, right?
Mm,
So the kind of trust I was talking about was not trusting that person, that woman with your wallet or with your life savings or with, buying her a car and putting it under her name. It had nothing to do with materialism. Nothing to do with I was talking, and I think I wasn't specific with that, about more in spiritual trust, more trust in yourself to be able to trust that person, and what you emanate is what you're going to get back. So all
mhm.
these aggressive messages I got saying, yeah, what would a woman know, woman telling, coaching men, it's like throwing a hook in the ocean and a fish taking you to the wrong bait. Interesting metaphor. And then another guy goes, "Yeah, I've trusted and I've lost everything. I lost millions." And that was another. And then another guy, he went on and he complained about, and I thought, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting how they have or they are possibly still attracting these type of untrustworthy women in their
Mm-hmm.
lives. Now, is it because they are untrustworthy? It could be. But the main where it stems from is they're not trusting themselves.
Right.
They're not trusting themselves to be able to trust who
Right.
they have in front of them, to be,
Yeah.
trusting that intuition, that gut feeling, that knowing that we all know,
Mm-hmm.
to say this person is not the right person in my life. Because a lot of
Right.
times they will keep going just for the fact of having a woman in their life, or a man if it's
Yeah.
female, male.
Yeah.
So, and they overlook the signs, they overlook the intuitive signs within, the feelings, the red flags that are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
get caught up in the same scenario.
Yeah. It's amazing to me. I think you should do a TikTok that says, that had the comment, um, um, the woman, coaching a man, telling him, whatever that thing is. Um, oh, it's like like a man telling the woman how to be a woman.
Yeah. Exactly.
Isn't that the same thing? I'm not telling you how to be a man, but I'm telling you what a woman thinks.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
so just do do like a what we say here in the US, a clap back.
Meaning?
This comment right here,
Right.
it's like the man telling the woman what to do or how
Yes.
to be a woman. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's the thing. I don't tell men how to be a man, and I say
No,
that
you're
to
you're just giving, the inside of, the sneak peek, and say that's why you will never get, because you don't listen to a woman that's giving you secrets.
exactly,
So you won't
exactly.
lose millions.
Exactly. Yeah. God. But then again, some people they're just so set in their tunnel vision that they don't wanna
Yeah.
even know. But
Yeah.
it's
And the thing is here that, to boil it down to the fake people and to those men that, want to blame everybody else, it's because of that. They just want somebody else. It's never them, it's always somebody else.
always, yeah, not
Always
taking.
somebody else. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Um, yeah, exactly what I spoke about on Friday yesterday as well, taking responsibility for your emotions. You
Hmm.
can't just be dumping it on others like
Right.
that,
Right.
giving your power away. Because really, these men, when they're doing this, they're giving their power away, or women, when you are blaming others for your misfortune or mishaps, you
M-
are giving your
Mis
power away.
misjudgment.
Misjudgment, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Point the finger and say, "Oh, well, they're like this," or they're like that," or
No, you.
because
Yeah, you made that choice.
exactly.
you you the one that picked her.
Exactly. And let her in. Yes, yes.
Oh, I would do that. So I would do that so bad. I would. I sure would. This one. Well, I lost millions. You gave it away.
Yes. You chose
You
exactly.
let her.
Right, and when you know that, everyone has choice, we're all choosing, um, you've got to realize that, "Hey, I played a part in this."
Yeah.
And until
Yeah.
you're ready to do that, you're going to be sitting as a victim, unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're just gonna, crying and "Poor me, poor me, poor me," and waiting for someone else that's gonna cradle you until the same thing happens again, because
Yeah.
sooner or later that, yeah, but as they say, like attracts like. So you need to change your ways, change the way you think, and you will have a different result every
Right.
time.
Every time.
Every time. Well, this has been an interesting conversation, Zanetta. We
Yeah.
have for an hour and 15 minutes, as
Yes.
always.
Oh.
Talk.
Yes. And I just heard Jeff come in. So.
So, is there anything that you want to, highlight from our conversation for our viewers today? Any
Let me
takeaways?
let me see. In order for you to spot a fake, you have to be genuine.
Right.
Because you have to be genuine. Yeah, because you can only how can you know it's a fake? You have to put it against the real deal.
Mm,
You know, if a fake and a fake, then
you're not
yeah,
going to know.
no, you have to be genuine. Yeah.
Mm, very good. Very good. Um, well, I just want to say that to add to your, you have to be genuine to know. Check in on yourself. Like really, if you haven't if you haven't studied it and know the skill of the scientific, you know, way of picking up a fake, just stop and read your body because your body will tell you. Your body always is talking to you.
Hmm.
Just have to stop and listen to it.
Yeah. Yes. Awesome.
Okay, well, on
Yay.
that, we want to thank all our viewers that have stopped
Yes.
by and commented, and those that haven't commented, please do. Feel free to do so. Feel free to um, ask us any questions, anything that you'd like us to talk about, anything that interests you, anything that you may be struggling with and need some
Hmm.
answers, conversation around it. We are here to help, right?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll wrap it up. Anything else you'd like to say, Zanetta, before we close?
I do. I do want to say that I believe sometime next week or the week after, I am going to put out something that I'm going to be doing. I believe Stefani is going to be a part of it. Um, she doesn't know. A webinar that we're going to be doing. So stay tuned.
Hmm. Yes, can't wait to hear all about it. So everybody stay tuned. There'll be lots of information, I am sure,
Yes.
being flying around about this. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us on Fun Fresh Fridays. And thank you,
Woohoo.
as
You're welcome.
always.
Yes.
And we want to send everyone lots of love
Love and
and
passion.
bye for now.
Bye.